Hello everybody. In today's video we are going to discuss about HTML, which is quite famous in IT field. So without wasting our time, let's begin the session. HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext markup language is a primarily based method to describe how content contained within an HTML file is structured. This markup tells a web browser how to reveal textual content, picture, and other sort of multimedia on a web page. HTML is the proper recommendation by the around the globe web bunch WC and is generally adhered to by way of all major web browsers. Together with each computer and cell internet browsers, HTML is the latest edition of the blueprint. HTML is a text file and absolute selected syntax file and allotment convention that displays the computing device and the internet server that it's in HTML and may be studied as such. By means of applying these HTML conventions to a textual content file in nearly any text editor, a person can address and design a basic web page, after which upload it to the cyberweb. The most primary of HTML convention is the inclusion of a doc category assertion, originally of the textbook. This all the times comes original within the document because it is the piece that affirmatively informs a PC that here is an HTML book. The doc attack customarily seems like this: doc type HTML. It is going to all the time be written, that means with no content interior it or breaking it up. Any content that comes before this assertion isn't diagnosed as HTML by a computer. Doc type don't seem to be just used for HTML. They could apply to the creation of any doc that uses SGML, common generalized markup accent. SGML is common for allegorical selected markup language getting used. HTML is one among several markup language that SGML and doc type declaration observe. The other essential requirement for creating an HTML book is extensive with an .html file addendum admitting the doc type declaration signals HTML to the computer from the inside of the book. The file extension indicators HTML to the desktop from the outside of the book. By using accepting both, a laptop can confirm that it is an HTML book whether it's analyzing the book or not. This turns into particularly crucial back uploading the info to the internet, because the net server should know what to do with the information before it may send them to a client computing device for the internal capacity to be read. After writing the doc type and saving it as an HTML file, a consumer can enforce all the different syntactic equipment of HTML to customize an internet page. As soon as accomplished, they are going to possibly accept several HTML data akin to quite a lot of pages of the site. It is crucial that the person uploads this information in the same hierarchy that they save them in, as such as each page references the specific book parts of the other pages, enabling links between them. Importing them in a special adjustment will cause hyperlinks to be damaged and pages to be misplaced, since the specific file paths will not suit the pages. The use of HTML or textual content file is further apparent with extra textual content describing how the doc should still be displayed. To maintain the markup and become independent from the exact content of the HTML book, there is a distinct appropriate HTML syntax that is used. These particular components as referred to as HTML tags. The tags can contain name cost pairs referred to as attributes, and a piece of content material that is inside a tag is referred to as an HTML element. HTML elements all the time except opening tags content within the core and shutting tags. Attributes can provide more information concerning the point and are blanketed in the aperture tag. Facet may also be described in one of two ways. Block stage famous begin on a new line within the document and absorb their personal area. Examples of those facts consist of heading and branch tags. Inline aspects don't launch on a new line in the document and only take in the indispensable house. These points always structure the capacity of block level elements. Examples of inline elements include hyperlink and text layout tags. Will also be built in with other backend programming languages reminiscent of the personal homepage. Does not have actual dynamic functionality and is above all acclimated for changeless web pages. Browsers' behavior may also be capricious. For instance, older browsers may additionally not be suitable for more rent aspects. HTML tags behest the overall structure of a web page and the way the features inside them should be displayed in the browser. Time-honored HTML tags include, as outlined, there are aperture and shutting tags that surrounded the content material they are augmenting. An opening tag seems like this: less than p greater than. A closing tag is identical but contains a backslash in it to indicate that it is the end of the accostement HTML element. Closing tags appear to be this, like this. Because HTML is completely text based on, an HTML file can be edited quite simply by way of aperture it up in a software equivalent to Block++, VI or Emacs. Any text editor may also be acclimated to create or edit an HTML file, and so long because it is called with an .html book addendum. Any web browser similar to Chrome or for Firefox may be in a position to show the book as a web page. For professional software developers, there are numerous editors to boost web pages: NetBeans, IntelliJ, Concealment, and Microsoft is visible flat deliver editors as either plugins or as common accessories. Authoritative, it extremely easy to use it and put into effect HTML. These WISI WIG editor additionally provide HTML troubleshooting amenities beside the fact that children's contemporary net browsers commonly comprise .NET developer plugins with a purpose to highlight issues with HTML pages comparable to a lacking closing tag or syntax that does create smartly fashioned HTML. Chrome and Firefox each include HTML developer tools that allow for the instant examination of a web page. A finished HTML file along with the potential to adapt HTML on the fly and immediately contain altercation inside the cyber web browser. HTML is used to create web pages but does journey obstacles back in it comes to woolly acknowledge add-ons. For this reason, HTML should most effectively be used so as to add textual content features and constitution then. Inside a web page for more complex facet, HTML can also be fixed with the bottom word style padding, CSS and JavaScript JS.